Now that we've gone over how to insert some of the usual typical things like text and a link and pictures that we made a link and tables, let's look how you can insert Google Gadgets specific. You have to be an edit page, just like before, and it's also under the insert menu. Remember, put your cursor where you want to insert something. Under insert, here's all the different Google things you can put in, and I'm not going to go over all of them, but let's take a look at a few. If you want to insert a calendar, these are the different calendars that I have access to. So you need to have the calendar created. So if I wanted to put the US holiday calendar for some reason, or I wanted to put my calendar, you can go in and create a calendar for the assignments that you want or for a project and have it and then update it in calendar. So let's just say we'll put my calendar in there and I click select. And here are your properties. You can change the height and the width. Leave empty for 100% width. That means all the way across. So if you don't want it 100%, you're going to have to play with it. What view do you want for the calendar? Week, month, agenda. You can pick a time zone. So I'm going to pick my mountain time zone. And it can be kind of important because you want the time zone to match your time zone. And here's your display options. You can show week, month, and agenda tabs, show the calendar name, show navigation buttons, show current date range, include a border, include a title. And you can change the title here. So I'm just going to call this My Calendar. So you can change any of these things if you want. I'm just going to leave them all and leave the width 100%. And click Save. And there's the calendar. Now once again, you can't see the calendar, just like with all the gadgets, until you pick Save. Couple of the things. This guy, remember, you don't remember something, what something does, put your cursor over it. It will show you what it does. This takes you back to the properties of the calendar if you want to change anything, which I didn't. Click on it. You can align the calendar left. You can put it in the center. You can align it right. You can play with the text wrapping. So those are the different features you can do. And then if you want to delete it, remove the calendar. I'm going to click Save, and now we can see my calendar. Here's my calendar. Kind of busy, huh? I got a lot of things going on. So here's all the different things, the navigation, the name, the month, the week. And remember, in your Google Calendar, whatever calendar you've created, you don't have to come in here and update it. When I update something in the Google Calendar, it'll update it automatically here, which is awesome. The next thing we're going to edit, and we're in Google, I'm going to go over just some of the basic ones. A Google Documents. So if you have a document created in Google, you can insert it right in. And really, you can change, insert anything Google Docs. So if I click on Documents, this shows me all my documents. If I go to Presentations, it'll show me my presentations. If I go to Spreadsheets, it'll show you my spreadsheets. If I go to Forms, it'll show you the forms. If you've uploaded anything to Google Video, which I haven't, you'd have something in there. You could do drawings. You can do folders. You can do calendars. So basically, once you go to Insert, yes, you can pick documents, but you can then go in and choose any of the other Google things, calendar, maps, photos. So if you have anything in Picasa, you can go directly to it. You can upload photos if you want. Dropbox. That's kind of cool. So let's just go back to documents again. And I'm just going to pick, let's pick my EMS training document. And I click Select. And I click Save. And here you have include a border, do you want a title, and once again, height, width, all that good stuff. When I click Save, what it actually does is it puts the whole document. You have the same properties, align left, center, right, wrapping. And notice, it doesn't put just a link to the document. It puts the whole document. So if I click Save, you will see the whole document, and notice the width is 100% of the window. So this use is if you want to insert the whole document, it doesn't insert a link. Now, mind you, here's a link you can click on and it will open. I don't know why it opened that, but it opened that. But what you need to know, like I said, when you go to edit and you do any of the insert, any of the Google things underneath here, it's going to put in the whole thing and not a link to it. So if I click presentation and I check off this practice presentation and click select, and here you have include the border, include the title. Do you want to start the slideshow as soon as the player loads? Do you want to restart it after the same slide? So you have different settings depending what you're putting in. So I'm just going to click save. And here it is. That's where my cursor was. So it's up here. And once again, you've got the same things. You've got properties that will take you back to the different properties about your site. You can center it. You can text wrap it. And if you want to see what it looks like, you have to click on save and not be editing mode. I know it's confusing, but you're not going to see what you want until you have it. And I'm really not sure what was in my practice presentation. It might have actually been nothing. So if I click on open practice presentation, it should actually take me to the big giant presentation. Let's see if it does that. I'm having technical difficulties, so the opening up in another window, it didn't. But if you wait, here it is, and I can go through my slides of my practice presentation. If you took my Google Docs class, this will look familiar to you. So once again, you want to add something else, you have to be in edit mode. Everything's under the insert menu. You put your cursor where you want. I don't know if I have any charts. Let's see if I have any charts. I'll go to chart. Sorry, everything's a little slow today. Let's try it again. Insert. Sorry, insert. I'm just going to pick a spreadsheet. There we go. It took a little time. So I'm just going to pick the standards matrix spreadsheet. Hit select. And here are your different view features in the standard matrix spreadsheet. What you can do, the border, include the title, 100%. And look, you can view as a spreadsheet or you can view it as a list. I'm not sure what it's going to look like as a list. So you can play with that and see what you want. You hit save. Once again, it just shows up like this, but you have to click save in order to actually see it. So I think you guys get the basic idea, the basic gist, and you can do some playing with it as well. So here's my standard matrix spreadsheet. It even has the scroll bar to scroll over on the bottom. And it even has the different tabs to click on so you can get to the different sheets. So bottom line, under the edit menu, it's an insert, and you have to click on save to actually see what it looks like.